Hello everybody and welcome back to the People's Interview Deja Vu edition. I kind of think we've done this before, haven't we, man?
No, this is the first time.
Yeah, of course. Great answer. And I'm joined by Mark Julio, otherwise known as Markman. How are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. I'm very happy to be here in Orlando at CEO 2013, and good to see you as well.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I have you to thank for that, I believe.
I guess I don't know if people know, but General Skirmish got into kind of a skirmish a while back regarding a knife and a TE stick deflecting the knife and saving your life, I guess.
Yes, I want to thank you very much for making it such a large, heavy shape that it required a second bag that nicely protected that vulnerable side. Thank you very much, mate.
Well, no problem. I'm just glad you're around. It's bad when you hear about that kind of stuff, people assaulting other people. But it's. I can tell you, we didn't design the stick to deflect knife wounds, so no one try it at home. But if it just happens to save your life, I'm glad. So
excellent. Anyway, I got some questions that I'm asking you again for the very, very first time, and until my PDA doesn't get bodied. Anyway, so, and the question I want to ask, brother, is, how many joysticks do you actually own, bruv?
I counted before my last trip overseas. I counted, and it's not the exact count, but I'm at about 370-ish right now. No words. No words.
Well, it leads on right nicely to the second answer. But why do you collect so many joysticks? I mean, surely one or maybe two is enough. Because off the top of my head, I could only imagine. Yeah, you would need something for another console, where you may perhaps need a round gate or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because I've told this to a lot of people, but arcade sticks are my passion. It's not just my hobby. It's pretty much my life. It's one of the things I enjoy very much, and I take it very seriously, and I think of arcade sticks as a work of art. I like to collect them. They're very, very interesting to me, and because of that, I want to collect them. I want to have every single one. I want to have different kinds, and it's something that I really enjoy. And over the past maybe 6-7 years, it's something that became really serious for me, and especially when it became part of my job. So it's something I like.
For sure. And I believe your favorite stick, which funny enough happens to be my favorite stick of all time, is the legendary 1990, was it 96 or 97?
96.
Ooh, damn, yeah.
Yep.
The 1996 PS1 Namco joystick, the cool one with the funky yellow buttons.
Yeah, that was a good stick. The Hori Namco arcade stick that came out around Tekken 2 and Soul Blade, that stick is probably my favorite arcade stick of all time to use. The form factor, just the stock parts, and this was before there was the whole Sanwa Seimitsu craze in the US and in Japan, so this was way back then, and it was just a solid arcade stick, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah, because again, those things are bloody indestructible. Because again, it baffles me right now. I could literally dust it off, and it will still work just as good as, well, sort of just as good as the day. Because obviously springs still wear out, but those buttons, those micro switches, they're pretty unstoppable.
They are, and then a lot of it is just because it has a lot of the elements that actual arcade buttons use. So it's something that's able to stand the test of time, and it's just a good stick overall.
And the next point I want to get you on then, do you think the TE stick single-handedly reversed the fortunes of Mad Catz? Because let's face it, it had a bit of a rep, Mad Catz, before the TE craze. I think I remember hearing stories that you buy a memory card and then you return literally a couple of hours later and say it erased your data and stuff like that.
Ooh, okay. I've heard this a lot, and any hardcore gamer growing up would probably know that there is a bit of a reputation from back in the day with Mad Catz. A lot of people would associate it with cheaper quality stuff or stuff that people don't prefer to use. But that's all in the past. I mean, everyone's trying to change the game around. One of the core focuses that we made is to actually start making premium products that people would be happy to use. Not just the casual gamer, but also the hardcore gamer. We made that decision as a company moving forward, and I think we've done a great job. I don't think the TE stick single-handedly changed the reputation of the company. It was just a number of things. We just had that focus. Once we had that focus in place, everything that we worked on, whether it's arcade sticks, fighting game stuff, PC stuff, high-quality audio, all that stuff had the same focus. We wanted to make good stuff.
I mean, for sure. I mean, it is phenomenal now that there are so many people that they're such fans. They're buying Mad Catz T-shirts. It's like, you know, not even the sticks themselves. They're like, they respect the brand, and I don't know if that's out of the fact that, let's face it, you actually sponsor the FGC. You know, the number of teams that you have picked up, because, you know, when I first heard that you picked up Daigo, I thought, yeah, that was to be expected. But then there's just so many teams now that are running with your name. So it's like, yeah, damn.
It's not just, I mean, I thought it was cool at first when we first started sponsoring Daigo, but we didn't want to stop there. We wanted to support more and more events, individuals, and then just give people awareness of our brand. I thought it was really interesting that people would actually want to buy our shirts and wear our brand, because I never thought of that. Like, if you think about it back in the day, would anyone actually buy a shirt, a Mad Catz shirt? And
yeah, definitely a Mad Catz shirt. You kind of think it's sort of, wow, it's unheard of, but now it's like, it's a very, very proud brand to be associated with.
Yeah, and I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that aspect, that people want to represent us. And not only that, they want to be sponsored by us. And that's a great feeling as a company. That we know we got the products right, and we know that we're reaching out to the community in the right way. So we're going to keep doing cool stuff like that.
Yeah, just for me, is there any chance that Mad Catz will perhaps make another small factor joystick, you know, in a similar mold to the PS1 Namco? You know, just say, you know, lightweight, nice and, well, actually, no, just a bit of weight at the bottom, but nice and small, nice little slant. Yeah, you know, as much as you can get away with.
We made a smaller form factor arcade stick before when Street Fighter 4 first came out, and we did another one for WWE All-Stars. I don't want to rule out the possibility of us making another small form factor stick, but it's definitely on the roadmap. We are looking to make a smaller form factor stick because we know people like that kind of stuff.
Oh, and finally, it's on my list, but how did it feel to sort of remove Jabali's hair?
I think I did him a great service by getting him a free haircut. And he could hold that L too.
Excellent. But anyway, bruv, thank you very much for your time. And thank you for saving my life.
No problem.